Right, back again for another boss battle. Right now, we're gonna call this the poor man's T3 boss. This is gonna be a Cupid, so you got kind of lucky, but everything else is gonna be shardable. So let's say you just got fairly lucky getting a Cupid. This Cupid is 9/9, but there's no Vlad to tank. There's no Santa for DPS. And there's no Snowzilla for DPS. So this is going to be just a pretty plain Jane team for the most part. Go in here, check him out. You got your 9/9 Cupid. He's obviously going to be very important. And we put Champ in there just for that extra stun. This is also going to be really good for newbie teams. Anybody that has low levels, if you're tanking with a paladin, you're going to want Succubus Shaman or Succubus Champ. For anybody that's a little bit lower levels that can't quite seem to tank the boss long enough. Other than getting your levels up, getting your skills up on, if you don't have Vlad, getting your skills up on Paladin is really going to help it out because his skill ups 10% a debuff. Actually, I'm sorry, 5% I believe. But still very good. So get a good look at the team once again. Poor man T3 boss. Right. And tank with the good old Paladin. Yeah, wait just a couple more seconds for the. Be right on. All right. You can barely see it, I believe, right underneath the Emo's health bar. I believe you can see that green. I believe that's Paladins down there. I believe his Paladin is 4/9, just for the record. This team won't do as much damage, only because you have to have Champ in there instead of Snowzilla. Vlad and Paladin, they're going to do roughly the same amount. Vlad will do a little bit more. But having Snowzilla really eats away at your damage. I'd bet this team probably does around 28, 29 million. I don't believe I have any slowdown crests on a lot of these heroes. If you put slowdown on there, and then you work on Emo's skill is going to be your most important for DPS wise. Your second most is actually going to be Druid, as long as you have a 9/9 Cupid. If your Cupid isn't 9/9, get that baby up to 9/9, and then everything else will fall in place. Everybody will proc faster. And that pretty much means Emo as far as your damage goes. Same with Succubus. I mean, she does a pretty good amount, but it's always going to be 35k, so you don't really have to worry about upping her skill too much, unless of course your Paladin can't survive. But Succubus at 4/9 is a really nice sweet spot. Paladin, I usually like to recommend a 5/9 depending on your levels. If this Paladin was an 8-star or a 9-star, you probably get by with a little bit less. And same with your druid. If your druid is a high level, he'll obviously heal more, so it won't be that big of a deal. But we're winding down. Enough of me talking. Let's see, a couple seconds. What our damage looks like here. Poor man T3 boss. 28 million. About right where I was thinking. By the way, I haven't done boss battle with any of these heroes. Like every time I do a new video, it's usually just me throwing together heroes that somebody out there will most likely have. But a lot of people are going to start off like with either this team or a PD team. If you start off with a Cupid team, you know, you can start replacing heroes, kind of like changing them out like parts. You know, your Paladin is going to get changed out with a Vlad. And then, let's see, your Champ is going to get changed out with a Snowzilla. And then with that team, we've seen that you can get 35 million, and that's the whole goal of this team. And then once you get a PD, get lucky enough for a PD, and then Snowzilla actually comes out, PD goes in, and then Immortep comes out, and Champ goes in. Actually, you can take Vlad out too, but we'll discuss all that stuff in other videos. But we'll leave this one at that. Thanks, guys.